Welcome back to my little area on YouTube. Today on the bench I've got a new single braced snare drum stand from Pearl. It's the S-930S. The S denotes, on the end, the S denotes it's single brace, so it doesn't have the double bracing on its legs. The reason why I've gone with that option is because I want to reduce weight that I'm carrying around in my hard case roller drum box or bag, and it's quite heavy at the moment. It's probably 25-30 kilos. I haven't actually weighed it, but it's heavy and I'd love to reduce that weight. For the most part, all my cymbal stands are single braced. Just my current gigging snare stand is a Tama, the HS80W. So my current snare stand is quite heavy. It's this beastly double braced Tama stand. It is a, what is it? Yeah, Road Pro. It's a HS80W and it's from, I don't know, 2010, 2011, and it's great. It is 3.3 kilos. I'm not sure what that is in whatever the Americans use, but I'm not American, so metric it is. 3.3 kilos. And it's great. Solid, dependable. Haven't had any problem with this thing. It is a beast. And if I didn't have to lug it around on gigs, and I don't have to, that's why I bought another one, I won't. But there is nothing wrong with it. If this was in a static setup, say basement, studio, wherever you want to play drums, and it's in a static room, meaning it's not moving, this is awesome. This is a great piece of kit. The Tama stuff is amazingly good. Anyway, that's the current one, the HS80W, but single brace. So let's see how heavy this thing is. Yes, got the kitchen scales. Turn it on. Let's get it to grams. And let's put it on. My other one was 3.3. This is 3.474. That's hilarious. I don't know how that works. Let's weigh it afterwards when it doesn't have all of the packaging on it. I have a handheld travel scale or a luggage scale. We'll pull all of the packaging off, etc., and weigh it with this guy and see what it is after that. Alright, so let's get that out of the way. And let's get this thing open. That looks fun. You know what? Just gonna have to get in there and... There we go. Finally got that. Look at the size of that bloody staple. Alright. Let's see what we got. One box. And the stand. All wrapped in paper. It even comes with a nice little stamp on it. S-930S. Let's get that out of the way. Now, if this is heavier than my Tama, I'll laugh. Wow, look at all sorts of things in here. Look at this. Okay. Yes, it is a snare stand. It is an S-930S. Nice. Oh, jeez. Someone in graphic design has had fun with that. Alright, let's have a look at this guy. Single braced. That's exactly what I wanted. Wait, come on. Oh, look at that. Nice. Well, the feet are pretty good. Yeah, I like it. I'll put that there. Let's have a look at the rest of it. Ooh, this looks very good. So we've got some sort of gasket going on here. Oops, let's not do that. Oh, I really like the size, oops, of this wing nut here to do the adjustability. So let's get it the right way around. Let's get that out of the way. So this wing nut here, to adjust the tilt on the snare basket, is insanely huge. And so is this incredible looking windy wing nut to close the snare basket. It is massive, so when you're reaching under there, you're not floundering trying to find it. It's just there. Huge. It's Pearl branded as well. It doesn't have a swiveling snare basket, which is what was on my older Tama. And I wasn't using that feature anyway. And to illustrate what I mean, this here. You undo that and you can turn it, the snare basket, which is really good for adjustability, or if you've got one side of your snare, you like it higher than the other. And I don't mean this way, I mean sort of that way. All right. Oh, what's also really cool are these air suspension bracket tips, is what they call them. They feel super premium. I like those. They're nice. And this Uni-Lock looks pretty brushed. I mean, I know it's not, but compared to this looks a bit brushed. All right, let's get all that out of the way. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Very happy with that. So if you're wondering how high it gets when you put it in the stand, I know you can't see it too well. I'll give you the blurt from Pearl's website. So it gets to about 61 centimeters high, or 24 inches high, and can go as low as 42 centimeters or 16.5 inches. So what I mean by that is that's at its lowest point. So 42 centimeters from the floor to the top there, or 16.5 inches at its lowest setting. At its highest setting, 61 centimeters or 24 inches. So that's pretty decent. Don't know if that would accommodate, you know, people who like to put a rack tom. It may not suffice, but it's a snare stand, not a rack tom stand. But anyway, I like this thing. This looks good. And let's just have a look at this mechanism here. I know you can't see it on camera, it's a bit difficult, but yeah, I really like that. Just like the size of this wing nut. It's huge. You do not have to flounder around to find that. That is just right there. Nice. I like that a lot. Locks in pretty good. Let's have a look at this. Tighten that up. Alright, let's have a look for any play or wobbles. None whatsoever. Oh, I like that a lot. Alright, cool. Well, there you go. That beauty right there is the Pearl Snare Stand S-930S single braced snare stand. Alright, let's do one thing. Let's weigh this sucker on the luggage to see if it is under 3.3. Just for giggles. So this was the guy I'm talking about. Kilograms. All right, let's try that. All right, I'm going to do this off camera, and I'll let you know. It's 3.32 kilograms. I'm going to try and sneak that in there without bumping it, but probably not going to get it. There you go. 3.32. And I'm hanging it from the bottom and just holding it in my hand. So that is exactly the same. That's hilarious. Anyway, I'm very happy with this stand. It looks pretty good. Let me try and weigh this Tama one again. I'm curious now. I've got the Tama one in my hand and I'm doing the whole weigh thing. Yeah, this one's is 3.35, so I've shaved milligrams. Anyway, all good. I'm liking it anyway because the adjustability of those huge handles underneath is what's going to help me. Anyway, that's it. Let's bring it back up. There it is. So just one thing I wanted to add in on this video is there is absolutely no play in that basket whatsoever. It is really solid and no play, whereas the Tama one, it's probably seen better days. There's a lot of wobble and play in that. Anyway, just wanted to add that extra piece of information in there. See ya.